answer the phone. I cannot say what help they give because I didn't ask her, but I just tested to make sure that it was working, and it is working. With that in mind, I'll ask Pastor Mugaral to make a few remarks.
Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Moses Nagamutu and Mr. Sita Nagamutu, specially invited guests, members of the Catherina Islamic Complex. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the invitation for coming here this evening. I'm hearing a lot about suicide, but on my way here, I thought we were coming to discuss, to hear about domestic violence, I think. I had in mind. It surprised me when reading the newspaper during the week one day. There was some kind of research done where it was said that 30% of the Guyanese women agree about those men that beat up their wives and things like that. I was surprised. I didn't realize that women would have agreed to something like that. But I don't think that men should really be hitting their wives. I think we need to make an effort to bring an end to domestic violence, because when God created the first man, he saw that that man was lonely, and he created woman as a helpmate. And we should learn to really appreciate our wives. I think many of these problems stem from in the homes, probably to do with the type of upbringing that is taking place. So we need to go back and educate the parents. I think sometimes people who are too young are becoming parents. They have not been groomed enough properly in life, and they yield to peer pressure and things like that, and consequently they become a thorn in the flesh of their spouse. So I think that we have got to do more work, ladies and gentlemen. Even when I go to the Parent Teachers Association, I encourage the mothers to do a little bit more. I know that mothers are already taxed, many of them, but I would tell them that if they don't want to have their daughter-in-laws to have the same problem that the mother have been having with the father of the children, because we also see there's another problem of men being 70% of the time absent from the home. They're only there like 30%, so they're not giving enough fatherly love and care to their children. So I ask the mothers to put a little bit more effort. I know they're already heavily taxed, but I ask them to give a little bit more, because I think that boys are in need in the long term. They need to be molded to become ideal fathers. And with the issue of suicide, I think that as a nation, this is something we really have to stop and think deeply about. When we look at the age of the people who are taking their lives, again, education is the key. Because I've had instances where I had to talk to young people who was planning to not only take their own lives, but someone they had a relationship with and just had something simple disagreements, then they decided to go that way. But one of the things that people need to know and understand is that there is a spiritual world, an eternal world. And the wrong things we do on the earth will follow us for eternity. And suicide is not a solution, because the problem will be a scourge in your eternal existence. I think more people need to understand clearly the eternal world. If people understand the eternal world, then we will see people living a better life on this earth. May God bless us all, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Mugaral. Domestic violence can lead one to be depressed. Someone has been abused, he is verbally, physically, emotionally, financially. I have seen women mostly who have become depressed. And what I have found is that women know their rights where the domestic violence is concerned, what they can do, where they can get help. But 9 out of 10 of them are fearful to go. One, because they depend on the partner or the husband for economics. So they say, if they go, what's going to happen to them and the kids? So, it's there are so many complexities of the social skills in Ghana. That's why everybody have to help with their part.
Salaahu alayka ya Rasulallah, wa salam alayka ya Habiballah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Walking through the crowded streets of a market in Morocco, sitting on a smiling camel in the desert of Arabia, chasing round the bamboo trees abandoned Indonesia, gathering brightly colored leaves in the forest of Canada, napped beneath the date palm shade under blue skies of Tunisia, sweeping out his parents' shop on a side street in Pakistan, planting rows of beans and maize on a small farm in Uganda, laying back to count the stars from somewhere in Afghanistan. Oh, sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Splashing through the pouring rain in a village of Guyana, nibbling cakes from picnic plates on a mountaintop in Switzerland, tending to a flock of sheep down under in Australia, greeting morning with a prayer on the golden Egyptian sand. Oh, sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Crying himself to sleep with no hope left for dreaming, begging in the burning sun, holding out her hand. Bands held tightly on his ears to muffle all the screaming, sitting where her house once stood, trying hard to understand. See the children of the world, all the children of the world, sing for the children of the world, pray for the children of the world, sing for the children of the world, pray for the children of the world. Oh, sing, children of the world, come together and hear the call. Sing, children of the world, Islam will unite us all. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sing for the children of the world, pray for the children of the world, the children of the world. Pray for the children of the world.
The next speaker is a director with a Caribbean voice. He's young, he's enthusiastic, and he's no other, some may not know him, Colin Haynes. We'll speak to you now on youth empowerment with building self-esteem.
Good night, everyone. Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Moses Nagamotu, members of the Catherina Islamic Center, MP John Adams, friends, guests, and all. We hold these truths to be sacred and undeniable, that all men are created equal and independent, that from equal creation they derive rights, inherent and inalienable. Among those are the preservation of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This ideal forms part of the Declaration of Independence and also enshrined in the Constitution of the United States of America. Today, these ideals are applicable to public health issue, suicide. The preservation of life means working together that we're improving social, economic, and political outcomes for people. It also means creating an environment where people can come together and enjoy the beauties of work and play. It means that every individual under the microscope of life attains a proper education, access to health care, services, and to be able to form relationships and connections within their communities. The environment plays an important role in shaping these outcomes and creating populations that can enjoy the freedom of life. We must empower young people to be free from want, free from hate, free from discrimination, free to exercise their social, political, and economic rights that are guaranteed to them by the Constitution and the laws of Guyana. Young people must be welcomed the opportunity to choose their career, to form relationships, to form associations with their communities. A special emphasis must be placed on avoiding abuse of all kinds, whether it's verbal or physical, that will lead to societal ills such as suicide. We all hear the concept of happiness and being happy, and the last of this ideal, I believe, engulfs the concept of happiness and engulfs the concepts of preservation of life and also liberty. Happiness exists as a state of mind that satisfies human life and living. People doing what they're called and using their freedoms and the life they're giving can be a bold step towards creating a society that is free of suicide. I found out personally that when I'm happy doing what I love, it tends to have better outcomes for myself and those around us. So the concept of happiness engulfs the two ideals, that the preservation of life and liberty makes it practical in our everyday life, and the state of mind living. In conclusion, the road towards a suicide-free society must be a collective approach. This includes religious organizations such as the Catherina Islamic Center, temples, churches. It also calls for government and civil society organizations to come together and tackle the issues surrounding mental health and suicide. There's a common saying that no man is an island. We all need to work together to decrease, to mitigate, and to reduce the effects of mental health felt by our people in Guyana. Youths must be empowered to live lives that are socially and economically sound, free from want, free from hate, free from discrimination, to choose their career and relationships. They must be free to be happy and to make their contributions to society. Say yes to life, no to suicide. Suicide prevention is everybody's business. Connect, care, and communicate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Colin. The next performer is no other than young Bill Rogers. He's one of the Caribbean Voice spokesperson, and he was inspired to do a song on suicide prevention. The song has not officially been launched as yet because he is in dire need of sponsorship to get that song on video. We've been trying. So my appeal, Prime Minister, can you assist us to get his song on video so that he can spread the awareness? But when the song finish, you'll make up announcement. Roger?
This song is called Suicide Is Not the Answer. I don't ever get some volume here with the mic, please. I don't get a chance to move about how I want to move, but I'll try what I can do. Suicide, yes, is not the answer to eliminate any kind of pressure. Every day, pressure playing with the human mind, and the weaker one's only resort is killing time. So don't take your life stupidly. Remember, there is always hope. Some can take the pressure, while others will cope. Pray to the Almighty, He has an answer for everyone. Stop all the senseless killings and let your life move on. Sing the thing. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for domestic problems. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. There are many ways to solve them. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. It can cause self-injury. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. If you're living in poverty. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for consuming a dose of poison. Suicide, yes, is not the answer just to take your life for no reason. Stop suicide and enjoy your life. You can live for many years more. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Oh Lord. Have to stop suicide. Some people make suicide as traditional. In some countries, it is really women suicidal. Some people take life guns for the thing. There's something. When your life seriously, remember there is always hope. Some can take the pressure, while others will hope. Pray to the Almighty, has an answer for everyone. Stop all the senseless killings and let your life move on. Is not the answer for domestic problems. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. There are many ways to solve them. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. It can cause self-injury. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for living in poverty. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for consuming a dose of poison. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for you to kill yourself for no reason. Stop suicide and enjoy your life. You can live for many years more. Remember, prevention is better than cure. I got one more verse. Some countries have suicide as traditional. Most are women victims, their death is suicidal. Some people focus on disappointment from depression. and emphasize the negative side situation. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Let's pool resources together and let's solve them. So let's help prevent suicide. Spreading message the world should know that prevention and campaign and prevention will follow. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for domestic problems. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. There are many ways to solve them. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. If you're living in poverty, suicide, yes, is not the answer. It can cause self-injury. Suicide, yes, is not the answer for just consuming a dose of poison. Suicide, yes, is not the answer. So don't take your life for no reason. Stop suicide and enjoy your life. You can live for many years more. Remember, prevention is better than cure. That's what you have to do. Is stop suicide. Sing everybody, please. Stop suicide. Too much suicide. Stop suicide. Too much suicide. Stop suicide. Nice. Too much suicide. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I now ask Representative Mr. Hardat, who represented the Regional Executive Officer for Region 3, to make a few remarks.
Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Moses Nagabutu, Mrs. Sita Nagabutu, Member of Parliament, Mr. Paul Adam, John Adams, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great pleasure on behalf of the Regional Executive Officer, Mr. Dennis Jakaran, who is committed otherwise and is unable to attend this function. On his behalf and on behalf of the regional administration, we wish to congratulate the Anna Catherina Islamic Institute complex for their concerted efforts that they are making